Oh,
It's not bad.
how's it going, everyone? Today we have got a...
Land Rover Discovery 4 HSE.
So yeah, let's get into it. What are the specs of the car?
It's a 2016 HSE model, which is the 3-litre V6 twin turbo with approximately 255 horsepower. So it goes plenty.
And is it four-wheel drive?
Permanent four-wheel drive, as all Land Rover products except Freelander and Discovery Sport. Yeah, so it is.
What gearbox is in it?
It's a ZF 8-speed gearbox, very smooth. Previous older models had a 6-speed, but they upgraded, I think, 2014-13 to the 8-speed. It'll start getting out of line going around corners. If you start chucking it around. You don't have the active cornering enhancement on these that you have on Range Rovers, where the corners hydraulically assist to keep you flatter around the corner.
Why did you decide to buy a Disco 4 instead of a Range Rover?
The Disco 4 is more suitable for my needs with the 7 seats, full-size seats. I mean, you and me could sit in the back, no problem at all when the seats are folded out. So the practicality is there for that. I can't really tell a big difference. It's a very luxurious car anyway, and it drives not far off a Range Rover. It's all air suspension, so there's little or nothing in it, but the practicality and the 7-seat facility was the main thing. And plus I've had Discoveries before. But it's all-round vehicle. It just ticks all the boxes. I don't think there's a better all-round vehicle on the roads, actually, that can do the work of a van, a people carrier, off-road.
Yep.
That's my opinion of the Discoveries. I really like them.
Would you say this car is very enjoyable to drive?
Extremely comfortable with the all-round air suspension. And the creature comforts inside, the heated seats front and rear. I mean, it's a nice place to be, and anybody that's never driven one is surprised by how perky it is to drive. And yeah, it's a real nice place to be. And the sunroofs, 3 of them all the way down, so it does lend a lot of light. And a full load, it can be used as a van. If you fold the seats all forward, the whole back area is flat, and I can lie stretched out, so you could, if you had an air mattress, sleep in the back of it if you were camping. You know,
very handy.
It's a very practical car. It does everything a van can do. You know, I've had beds in it, I've moved house for people. It's very, very useful.
I will say I do quite like the captain's chairs in it, especially.
Well, I think it's the XS model and above that has the armchairs. Very good, the command driving position, as Land Rover referred to, but you're sitting high up, you can place the car. It's very comfortable. Plus the air suspension has various modes. You have the raised suspension for off-road, and a normal driving position, and then the access position for my dad's 85. So when you come down to the access position, it allows him to slide out and in a lot lower. It lowers right down, so it's real nice features. He finds getting into this car easier than, say, the Golf or a smaller car, because his knees aren't great. But yeah, so it's very, very practical.
So what have you got for MPG wise on motorways?
The best I've managed, just filling up and taking my time, about 60 miles per hour, was about 41, I believe. I just clicked it over to 41 over an extended run, which is fantastic, really.
What modifications have you made to the car?
When I bought the car, it came, there wasn't a tow bar on it, so there's a detachable tow bar, which I didn't like. I've heard some bad stories about it. The bushings wear out and it can come loose with a trailer. So I put a fixed tow bar in the back, and that's been very good. Also, when I came to replace the tyres, I put Falcon Wild Peak all-terrain mud and snow tyres on, and they proved very, very good. I would have preferred BF Goodrich all-terrain, but they don't make them in that size. These rims, I think, are off the HSE Lux and possibly, or the Landmark, I'm not sure. I don't think these are the correct HSE rims, but they came with the car anyway, so I just utilised what I had.
No, they sit the car very well, in my opinion.
Yeah, they are nice.
And what were the original tyres that you got with them?
The original tyres, I think, were Yokohama or something, but
road tyres.
Just road tyres, very road based. Although it's still a very capable car. But in the recent snow we've had, I've been trying these out, and they've been very good.
Very good. Glad to hear.
Good tyre. And another modification I made was, well, not a modification, just a replacement, was the side steps, which they had rotted real badly and fallen apart. They pick up a lot of dirt and stuff as you're driving along, so I'd replaced those, but that's not a big job to do. Once you can get them off, they're not hard to fix.
Was it easy finding the parts for it?
Yeah, no problem with the parts. Yeah,
good.
Very straightforward. It's quite a recent car, so parts availability is really good.
Now, Land Rovers usually don't have the best handling. What is it like?
It's good. There's a little bit of road noise with the all-terrains that I've got on, the Falcon Wild Peaks. So that there is a certain amount of noise and sort of vagueness because of the tread pattern, but and also the fact that they're a little bit wider than standard as well. They're 275s on here, and it's normally 255s. Yeah. But I had to adjust size to keep the same rolling circle, to keep my my speedo the same, but they are the same as standard, just a little bit wider.
What previous experience have you had with the 7 seats?
Well, a few trips away, I tend to get the designated driver tag when we go down for the rugby internationals with some school friends. So 6 of us will head down to Dublin, and they're all guys my size, 6 foot, and more than comfortable enough. We've had a couple of great trips down for the rugby, just depends on the result. But Ireland are going well at the minute, so yes. It's a great vehicle for that sort of trip. Yeah. And the crack is 100%.
Always in the car, yeah.
And the banter is special.
So what's it like for off-roading?
Well, basically I've only really tried it down the fields with trailer on behind, loading fence posts and stuff like that, and it's more than adequate pulling a heavy trailer. And the traction is fantastic. I mean, if you go into soft ground, it's going to start struggling with the big wide tyres and whatnot, but no, it's a very capable machine.
What would be the quirks of the car?
Well, it's the Land Rover Jaguar dial gear lever. Now I think they changed that 2013, 14. I'm not sure, but it used to be a normal gear lever, and now it's a little dial that pops up. So hopefully that solenoid never breaks, because you're never getting in or out of gear. So,
what about the wing mirrors?
Oh, yeah, the wing mirrors. There's a function you can set that they adjust where you're reversing the trailer, so they adjust down, so you can see the back wheels just set wherever it is, and when you put it into reverse, it adjusts for that. I think quite a few modern cars have that facility, and yeah, it's very, very useful.
It's very good, because obviously the size, you kind of need it.
Yeah, and then also the cameras that you have on the car. You have 2 cameras for the tow bar.
Yes.
So you have your camera in the console, and as you're getting closer, it gives you a line, so you can line up the tow bar. It's nice toys to have. I'm not used with that with old Defenders, but it's nice to have, and it works quite well.
Exactly, very good.
This older model I prefer, because it's got the larger split tailgate. The Discovery 5, it's quite short, and I don't like it just so much. It's a nice enough car to drive, the Discovery 5, but it's so similar to this that it doesn't warrant, to me, the upgrade. And you've got the extended seating area at the back. and with the roof that opens out over the top of you, and many a cup of tea I've sat and had on it, so
Exactly.
it works good.
You know from previous experience.
Previous experience, I get very thirsty. Need a wee cup of tea.
How do you find the actual size of it? Like,
Well, I'm well used to it. As I say, I've had umpteen Defenders and Discoveries.
yeah.
So I'm used to the size of it. It's not really any bigger from the older Discovery.
Okay.
Just you get used to it. You've so many cameras and aids, front and rear parking sensors, the cameras, you've so much going on that it's very easy to handle and park and round town, no problem at all.
Now this is a Land Rover. How have you found reliability?
Land Rovers, yeah, I've had quite a few Land Rovers, Defenders, and they've all been quite good. I can't say anything. The only issue with this one being an AdBlue model, I've had a few problems with the AdBlue, which is a system I don't like. I'm sure plenty of people would agree with me. But keeps the road tax down a little bit in these models. The loom had got damaged or something, so I had to have that replaced. But if you do preventative maintenance, you know, they're usually pretty good. I have another old Discovery, and I've had it for 17 years, and just the maintenance is the key.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Keeping on top of it, absolutely.
Keep on top, yeah.
Oh,
It's not bad. That's the legal limit.
yeah. Good God. Would you know what the 0 to 60 is?
I think it's about 8.7 for a 2.7 ton vehicle. I mean, she has no trouble overtaking. The torque's there, obviously, 600 newton meters of torque, which makes a massive difference. I think it was voted tow car of the year 6 or 7 years running.
Now it's time to rate the car. So, for Future Classic, we've given it a 5. For Daily, we've given it an 8. For Wallet Hurt, we've given it a 7. And for Fun, we've given it a 4. So the total comes to 24 out of 40, which is 60%. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, follow our vlog and podcast channel, link description, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Playing on the ice.
Exactly, I mean, sheet ice you were saying.
Yeah.